Welcome to Tipping the Scale. We are your hosts. I am Nix, and my brother, he is Will.
What's happening?
How you doing?
What's happening? What's good?
Nothing much. How was your week?
My week was good. It's e-learning for me, man. It's a struggle, man. I'm a daddy, a principal, a dean, a teacher. Man, it's getting rough, man.
I got a little bit of that this week too.
Yeah.
My kid, he's having a hard time balancing the chores, the class, and his girlfriend. So we made it easy for him to take the girlfriend away.
Mhm.
So it's just class.
Y'all just made the man dump his girl?
No, we just took his access to her away on
You
our
made him-
terms.
You just made him ghost her?
Yes. We have to teach him
Hey,
about priorities.
What's my man's name?
Marcus?
Marcus, man. Hey, Marcus, bro. If you need to talk to me, hit me up. I could tell you how to get through this.
Oh, man.
Because you just, shorty gone, man.
No.
You can't just make him go.
Yes, I can.
Did you let him give a last message
Yes.
to let him know what was going down?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. But, I just feel like at this point, he's taking advantage of how much time that they have. And he's making himself think that he doesn't have time to do other things.
Right.
So I went back to dictating to him what his day is going to look like. Well, my wife actually took care of that. 'Cause I've
My
been
son
busy.
do the same thing. Like
That's hard.
they get these breaks during the e-learning,
Yep.
which I understand, but he's watching cartoons and shows on the internet, and to where he's prolonging it,
Yep.
and he's missing class.
Mm-hmm.
To where they texting me telling me Jeremiah's not in class. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And when I get on him now, he's sad and mad, but it's like, bro, they're texting me and you sitting right in front of me.
Yep.
And I'm trusting you to do what you're supposed. You know what I'm saying?
And you're not doing your part.
Man, you're not doing your part. So I feel you. This e-learning, to all parents, high school kids to grammar school kids, salute to all parents right now, man. I wish we had an applause button. We got an applause hitter? No applause? It's all good. I just hit you, just ran like, nigga, applause? What up the hitter, man? It ain't been here. There we go. Let's give applause for all the parents. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the e-learning, man, because this is rough, man. It's rough.
I had some e-learning for
It's
myself
tough.
today.
Yeah.
And I was like, there is no way in hell I could be sitting in school right now watching my teacher on a camera teaching me. I had that today. I had a training and the man was talking to me through a camera. And I felt like I had ADD. I had to stand up every 15 minutes. I had to stretch. I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, is this really about to take 7 hours of my day?
You must not remember the first time we met. Third grade, Miss Hill class.
Time ago.
It was a spelling test. And you made a comment like, yo, if he don't pass this spelling test, homie can't sit with us at lunch.
That sounds like something I would say.
And I'm like, I don't even know the words. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna pass the spelling test to show shorty. I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? So I feel you need to be in front of a teacher. You're just that type of a person. You need to be in front of people. You can't do this e-learning shit. You need to be in front of a group.
I do.
You've always been like a trailblazer. Like even like always through school, Joe. Like,
is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
you used to stand up for you was like the Robin Hood of the fucking class.
That's cool.
You used to like defend the people that got bullied and shit.
I did. I
used to do a little bit of that in high school.
I still remember one day, I think I was in 6th grade or something, and they were trying to everybody wanted to beat up this boy, and I put him up against the car, and I blocked him with my body, and everybody was trying to reach over me and fight him and shit. And his mom came and pulled him. And it's so crazy because people think that I'm a bully because of my size. It's like, no, it's the exact opposite. I use it for the exact opposite, but whatever.
Most definitely.
And that was a good little memory you just gave me there.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. E-learning is not for Nix at all. She needs to get in front of a classroom. She needs to challenge the teacher.
Oh, no.
She needs to challenge the teacher. I remember I was thinking about the one. I remember we did a project. It was me, you, Gilberto
Gonzalez.
And somebody, I forgot who else. I think it was the other Mexican little girl.
Jessica Savala?
Yeah, one of them. And I was the one that had to talk. And y'all was the one who did all the work and made the board look nice. And y'all just made me talk. Like, don't write shit. We gonna do the research and you just talk. I
you know what's so crazy? You get that from your father.
You keep
He
saying
had
that, man.
he had the craziest memory.
I remember everything.
I would see that man. I think I seen him when I was like 22, and he was like, "Remember when you were 7th grade and you hit a shot in a corner at the last 3 seconds of the game?" No, like why? Why do you remember that? His memory is amazing.
Man,
So I am not
crazy,
surprised you remember that at all. At all. It's kind of dope.
Man. But before we go any further, I gotta say welcome home to Bobby Shmurda. Welcome home to Rowdy Rebel. Hey, Bobby been locked up since 2016. I'm not sure if Rowdy been locked up since 2014. I know his cases and everything he had going on since then. They made it home over this past week. Salute to both of them. I hope they got all that rowdy shit out their system. and they able to walk a clean path and just keep it strictly music. Right. It was just good to see 2 young dudes come home after being locked up like that, man.
I don't even know who one of those people are.
I know you know. You don't follow music. I gotta say it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I ran across something over the week, man. Did you you watched Friday, right?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you remember that they was going through this whole you dig over $200.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the movie, Craig said he had to pick up his check.
Right.
And at the end, after you think about it, if he just would have took his ass to go pick up the check.
Oh, that shit wouldn't happen?
That's crazy.
I think that's a prime example of toxic friendships. Because that man has something to do. And he deviated from what he had to do, and he allowed his toxic friend.
He didn't even remember he had a check waiting for him.
He allowed his toxic friend to come and alter his plans.
That's fucked up.
And then he ended up fighting for his life.
That's crazy. He could have just went and got the check.
See how crazy that message was? That message was deep. I didn't even get that.
He forgot all about the check. Everybody forgot about the check. Damn. That's crazy, man. Salute to Facebook. Facebook hit you with that type of information, man.
Facebook brought that up to you?
Yeah.
That's deep.
Black movie shocker.
Okay.
You ain't see that in the notes?
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So before we go forward, we give our NBA takes, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna see the episode that me and Knicks completely argued, and I tried to get Bilbo involved. I tried to get Bilbo involved, and he did not say a word.
Oh. He probably didn't
because Knicks made sure he ain't even a part of this podcast. Treated the shit out the man. But what's up with the Lakers, man?
They trash right now.
What's up, man?
LeBron needs a break.
17, how long? 17 years?
It's 18.
Yeah.
I feel like anytime when you've been playing for 18 years and he still has to put in 38 minutes minimum for them to almost be successful. And I know that he has the capability to win these games. He just don't feel like it. He don't. He's tired.
I've always wanted to see. I remember one game I seen LeBron play,
and he just take off
against the Pistons. You remember that game in Cleveland? I mean, it was in Detroit, but he was playing for Cleveland. It was 2007, and he went fucking crazy in overtime.
But bro, how long ago was that?
I know, but I've never.
He always saves his energy for the playoffs. He always saves it for the playoffs. The playoffs is the only time you're gonna see him take off. He does not care about the regular season. He don't care about placing 8th seed. He don't care about being 7, 6, 5. He don't care as long as he make it.
If y'all seen us argue on the last episode, that is just normal shit. And if you've been keeping up with us, you know that we have talked about way worse situations, and we sat here and laughed about it. But we sat here and argued about LeBron James and basketball, so you could see the dynamic of our relationship. But all I'm saying is, since the last time we talked, the Lakers have been 0-3.
Yeah. And
last 10 games, they're 5-5. Then
one of those games, he only scored 19 points. And it's like, bro, I get it, but you need to do more than 19.
And that's what I'm saying. The thing with LeBron, I love LeBron. I love what he do off the court. I even love him as a player. I remember when I was a freshman in high school, and I think LeBron was a senior. And I remember one game, he was just fucking around, 16, 8, and 5 or something. And I had 12, 3, and 4. I was a freshman.
Y'all only 2 years apart.
But he was an upper grade than me.
Okay.
I was a freshman. But I'm like, yo, I'm right there with LeBron, bro.
That's so what then you the said next
to
game, yourself?
Yeah, next game I had 14, 2, and 8. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 14 points. LeBron had like 36, 12, and 4. You know what I'm saying? So crazy. I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with homie. But yeah, we had that one. I was reading the paper. I'm like, damn, I'm right there with Bron. Like, nah.
That's amazing.
Nope. But yeah, LeBron has given us greatness for the last 18 years, man. I just feel like he's shooting 70% from the free throw line.
Which is 35.
Good. He shot 80% in the past.
Last year he was terrible.
Not last year, but I think his shit was higher than that.
It wasn't higher than 70 last year. It was like 67
I just think
or something.
LeBron his body language needs to improve, and he needs to be more enthusiastic with his teammates when when AD is not on the court.
I feel like
this has been a thing with him his whole career. When his favorite players are not on the court, he's like another topic that we want to, a toxic leader.
He's a Capricorn.
A toxic leader. That's what he is. When his favorite players are not on the court, he's a toxic. He's not dancing. He ain't got that charisma. He's
right because he out there with a bunch of random people.
You heard what Brandon Ingram said about him? No, he ain't saying nothing about him, but he sent like a shot. He said he never played with a player more talented than him, which I think is bullshit. But that's like a high thing to say about yourself after you play with LeBron James. Brandon Ingram said that. And I honestly feel like LeBron James didn't utilize Brandon Ingram correctly the year that he came to LA. Because Brandon Ingram had the ability to run the offense just as good as LeBron did.
What's a stretch?
It's a stretch.
I do like Brandon Ingram, and he does remind me of a young Kevin Durant, except that his talent level isn't quite there. But he has the capability.
2-time All-Star now, man.
Yeah, but he's no
2-time All-Star.
But I get it. I do.
Yeah, I mean, hey, 5-5 in the last 10 games, 1-4 in the last 5.
What's their record altogether? What they placing me?
22.
Are they like third? That's straight.
But you sent a lot of shots at my Bulls, baby.
What's wrong with them?
They doing great. 7-3 last 10. 4-1 last 5.
They gonna make the playoffs?
Oh, they got the 6th seed. I honestly think from the way they playing, I think they might get the third or fourth.
In the East?
In the East.
Oh, that's terrible. That means the East is trash.
No, no, the Bulls are good. Zach LaVine is an all-star this year. You need to watch a Bulls. Watch a Bulls on the nights that you're off. Watch a Bulls game. You have great cable.
Any of my off time. You have watching the Bulls. You can send me their highlights.
Nick, listen to me. Watch the Bulls.
I don't have that much time to waste.
I'm telling you, it's not that way. It's not a waste of time. I'm a Bulls fan, and I haven't watched a game in a while. But watching them play now is it's entertaining. Zach LaVine, Kobe, Wendell, like they entertaining.
Is that the guy with the pretty hair?
Who? Kobe? You like him, yeah.
I like his hair.
You say he's gonna lead the Bulls soon.
I hope so.
He's not.
Okay.
He's gonna be here for a while.
But I think the Lakers gonna be okay. They're gonna pick up.
They should be okay.
They're gonna pick up Blake Griffin or somebody.
No, that's not gonna help them.
They need a big man.
Bradley Beal. They need a guard.
They need a big man.
They need a guard. They need a guard.
They'll be all right without a guard. They can make it without a guard. They cannot make it without a real big man.
No, they can't make it without a guard.
But they got James, Schroeder.
Schroeder, no.
We got Schroeder.
Is not.
Alex Caruso.
No, Alex Caruso, no.
Alex Caruso is a
He's
beast.
good. He's fool's gold though. He's not consistent enough. They need Brad. They need to work something out. They need to trade Caldwell Pope, Kuzma, and a few picks, and go and get Bradley Beal.
I definitely think they need to get rid of Kuzma.
And if they can do that, they can.
I love Kuzma. He has a beautiful personality, but he needs to go.
The reason why we argued last week is because you know that them boys in Brooklyn is a threat to take the throne from your boy.
That's not why we argued.
And I know you love LeBron.
I'm not worried about it.
But you know that them boys in Brooklyn is a threat. You know.
I'm not worried about it.
You know.
Those are 3 toxic people all on the same team. Kyrie Irving gonna have a mental episode, toxic, and he's gonna miss the game.
He ain't missing no more games.
What's the man named Kevin Durant's gonna go back to having fake Twitter accounts.
I feel Kyrie. Kyrie was on some COVID shit.
James Harden is gonna gain 10 more pounds. It's a whole pandemic
out here. I'm finna chill for a minute and social distance.
Who said that, Kyrie?
I feel him.
No,
he didn't say that.
He was at parties.
He was chilling.
At parties.
He wasn't at parties all the time.
They had pictures.
They ain't had COVID though. They got shot in the head before they came in the party. Wow. Passed the COVID clearance.
Shot in the head? What does that mean?
You can get the little
Oh, I'm sitting up here thinking you
I
talking
be telling
about
everybody I
got
get shot in the head before I go to work.
Like,
you got shot in the head? I'm like, yeah, I got shot in the head.
What's wrong with
Let me stop playing. But yeah, though, man. Salute to Zach LaVine for making his first All-Star team.
What happened to Deion Sanders when his stuff got stolen in the car?
Man, he played his first preseason.
Wait, was it the car? What was it?
He got his shit stolen out the locker room, out his coaching office at Jackson State. That's where the head coach at.
That's deep.
Deep. This is fuck. I honestly feel like somebody asked him for an autograph.
And he said no.
And he was like, y'all wait till the game. He hit him with the wait till the game over. You know, Deion a cocky motherfucker.
Rightfully so.
You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. Deion is that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's prime time. He's before his time. Have you seen his press conference when he was coming out of college?
No.
Watch it. Type it up on YouTube. It looked like some shit from 2021.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'm not capping. That's one of the videos I should have played right now.
I'm gonna check it out.
Hitter, you got the video?
Bless you. Appreciate you and everything. I'm pissed off right now because I had mixed emotions. We won. The kids played really well. But while the game was going on, somebody came in and stole every darn thing I had in my locker room.
Oh
the coach's office.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Credit cards, wallet, watches. Thank God I had on my necklaces. How?
Oh, mercy.
So when I talk about quality, raising standards, and that goes for everyone, man. Not just the people on the field, not just the coaches, not just the teachers, not just the faculty, but that's everybody, security in everybody. So how do you think it feels coming back after just teary-eyed because the guys have presented me with the game ball, one of the best moments I've ever had in my professional sports career emotionally. And then you go into your locker room, your coach's office to digress, and you notice and you don't even have a phone to call your mama, to call your girl, to call your kids because it's been stolen. You don't even have the Scully hats that you wore here. We're gonna find out who did
it.
He said that like,
why you laughing, nigga?
Because the way he said we're gonna find out who did it.
Like me being a Deion Sanders fan since I was a shorty, I remember I bought his shoes. I remember my pops I ain't gonna say I bought his shoes. My pops bought me his shoes and bought them home. He got them on a sale at some store. I was the happiest nigga on earth.
That's cute.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Deion is an icon to me. But to hear Deion, whenever I hear Deion talk, he talk with confidence and charisma. He was hurt.
Yeah, he was.
He went to it, and this is no disrespect to Jackson State, but we all know that Deion Sanders could have got possibly another coaching position at a university that would have paid him more.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And this is no disrespect to Jackson University. I got the utmost respect for Jackson University. But for him to go through that, and you could just hear the hurt in his voice, yo, it's just fucked up. It's messed up. Damn, I should have bought the jar today. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. We messed up.
I owe $1. I owe the jar $1.
I think I owe $3.
Yeah, I think we probably owe a lot of dollars. We're gonna contribute the dollars next week. But yeah, man, I could just hear the hurt in his voice. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't able to talk with the charisma and the swag that he's normally talking with.
He still has some.
He did, but he was a little vulnerable in that moment. You know what I'm saying? And I just, man, we gotta do better as people, man. Even like. People got to understand, like, you don't deserve access to people. Like, when people text you and they don't text you back when you think that they supposed to text you back, that is not your place to get upset with them about not texting you back. If you call someone and they don't answer the phone when you think they're supposed to answer the phone, they don't call you back when they think, that is not your place to feel offended. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Brother Marshall, preach.
Because I feel like you don't know what that person is going through. You don't know what they got going on. You don't know what they got going on mentally, what they thinking, like how they feel. So when they do reach out, when they do reach back, that's when you talk to them like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And try to mend the pieces there. But I don't know. I just feel like, man, like
I got people in my life trying to end whole friendships. Like I text you at 1:00. It's 11:00, and I'm just not getting your message. Like I had things to do. I can respond tomorrow if you like. The fire back at the Earn Your Leisure dude. Talk to me.
Earn Your Leisure dude. Hitter, you got that video? It's the guy with the beard, with the glasses. All right.
9-to-5 workers. Ignore those people that's flexing on the gram telling you that a 9-to-5 is trash. Statistically speaking, 86% of small businesses make less than $100,000 a year, which means that somebody on Instagram got to be lying about their numbers. You're probably making more money than them. Next thing is, in entrepreneurship, you work 16 hours instead of 8. Make sure that you're ready for that. Yes, have multiple streams of revenue, but your 9-to-5 can catapult you to the next level. Learn some skills, keep working hard. You'll probably make more money.
Man, hey, he ain't the only one that came at homie.
Wait a minute. That is a beautiful man.
Hey, he look like my brother, don't he?
He is so
you like Shannon, don't
pretty.
You like Shannon?
I haven't seen Shannon in a very long time. But that man was beautiful. His beard, his
remind me
eyes,
of my brother.
his lip. That was a beautiful man. Okay, keep talking.
A lesbian said a man was beautiful.
I have
Out of all
eyes.
the thrashing you have done of men on this podcast, Nix has said a man was handsome.
He
we need
was.
to act this guy. What's his name?
I don't
Prince
know,
Darnell?
but
Prince Darnell.
Yes, he
what
is
up?
handsome.
Hey, we need to get
Hello,
Prince Darnell on the
Darnell.
show. We need to get Prince Darnell. This is the first time we got Nix on hand saying a man is handsome.
Am I supposed to be
on the
blind because I'm
podcast.
attracted to women?
And she didn't even take a swig of the Douce. Not a swig. My responsible co-host.
That just mean my glasses work.
Hey, I got a lift coming for me, baby. I'm straight. I'm getting drunk.
Something is wrong with you.
That's why you asked me to do this shit in the first place.
I agree with what he said. And I think people
he came at homie.
People try to push the narrative like people who work 9 to 5 can't be successful, but they try to push it, I guess, because they're working for somebody essentially. But that's not always a bad thing.
No, it's not. And I feel like what I said the last episode, you got to be smart with your money. It's okay to buy yourself nice things, but you have to invest, have to save. It is times where you got to take a 4-month stretch of not doing shit and getting in tune with yourself and not buying that Gucci and not buying the Louis Vuitton and not going on these $300-$400 shopping sprees at these certain stores and not, just doing what we do, consume. It's just times where we have to do that and take that money that we spend on these certain brands and invest back into the same brands like Apple. And we've talked about this.
Yeah.
Invest in the brands that you use to where while you sleep, you're getting dividends back. As long as you invest in these companies, you're going to get something back while you're sleeping. Like, period. Only thing that's messed up right now is that the percentage of what we're getting back is lower than what our parents would get back when they were
for sure
up. So like our pension, like they was getting like 10% back from it. We only getting like 2, 3, 5%, depending on how much you make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's important for us to save and invest. Like all these, like the information is out there. It's up to y'all to get it. Like it's up to us to get it. For real. Like y'all are no smarter than Earn Your Leisure and all these other people that's trying to sell you these packages to make money. All y'all got to do is do the research.
But then what do you say about people who spend their money on drugs?
Good question. I mean, a lot of people, drugs.
Why do people do drugs?
Why do people do drugs?
Yeah.
I think that people do drugs to escape certain realities in their life. So
then if the person is already poor and then a little money that they have, they utilize it to buy drugs, how does that help?
That's a great question. See?
See what?
You flipped this whole shit on me. She caught a groove and flipped it on me.
I'm just saying, because it's kind of like when people are in a funk, they find ways to make themselves sink even lower.
And that's a great question. I think a lot of people self-destruct, and it takes a strong person to recognize your weaknesses. Like when I know that I'm drinking this a little too much, I know I gotta put it down for a few weeks, or a month or 2, or 3, 4 months, until, you know what I'm saying, I don't like there's a limit there. I think that there has to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? With things.
Absolutely.
And I think that some people have gone through so much and they lack the discipline, they lack the knowledge, they lack the information, and even the influence around them to understand that it's even reciprocated. Because this is how everybody around them deals with. I was just
about to say, because the drug culture right now is heavy.
It's crazy.
That's all it's everything is about drugs.
Percocets, Molly, ecstasy.
It's in every song that our kids play. It's in
hey, Hitter,
every
you pop
video.
Your name Hitter, man. You know what a hitter is, man.
What's a hitter?
Hitter know what a hitter is. Hitter on the beat. That's what hitter on the beat. You make beats, Hitter? Yeah, I make beats. I need that one of them motherfuckers.
So I'm the only one confused.
Hitter is an ecstasy pill.
Oh, I thought that was called.
Hitter know what a hitter is. Hitter, you ever popped a hitter? No. Hitter popped the hitter before.
If he did drugs,
I want to include our engineers into our podcast.
What if he don't want people to know he did drugs?
He's popped a hitter before. That's why his name's Hitter.
Oh my!
Hitter's not gonna say he popped a hitter, but he's popped a hitter. I'm not gonna say I popped a hitter because I've never popped a hitter.
Yo, something is wrong with
seriously
you.
Wrong. That's why you asked me to do this shit.
Oh my God. Do you think it'd be any different if the country like legalized drugs or like whatever drugs that you're talking about and sold them?
I made money off of it? I honestly do. I think that because it's the allure and the rush of going to get some illegal narcotics that get people going. Especially white people. I'm glad Bilbo not here. White people, because white people are the ones that abuse the drugs. Niggas, we only drink our liquor and we smoke our weed. We might pop a pill. Now you got the emos that's depressed and going through, bitch problems, excuse my language. Another $1 for the curse jar. They might pop some pills and go and make some emotional songs. I'm pretty sure Hitter has engineered a few of those. Wow. Hitter, am I right?
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, he ain't gonna, because he trying to be politically correct. Hitter, you gotta say yes, because people don't know who you're talking about. I'm trying to include you, Hitter.
Oh man, I don't know. I just feel like I absolutely loved J. Cole's KOD album.
I love that album. I've never been a fan of J. Cole because I feel like I'm better than him. But that KOD album, and you know what's crazy? Me and J. Cole have a similar song. His last song on his album and my last song on my Acre of Diamonds EP was very, very similar. If you listen to go listen to All I Ever Wanted, and then go listen to J. Cole's last song on his album. It's very similar. And I recorded that, I swear to God, I recorded that song way before J. Cole. And I'm not saying he bit me. I'm just saying great minds think alike.
Where did you like, I'm better than J. Cole, so I'm not going to listen to him.
No,
like,
because
what is that?
I don't know, G. Just me being competitive. Like, he got signed to Jay-Z, and I was like,
J. Cole is
one
amazing.
of my guys. Jay-Z is one of my idols. So it's like he got signed to Jay-Z. And that's like everybody's dream to get signed to Jay-Z. And he got signed to Jay-Z. Salute to Jay-Z for getting the deal with LVMH. That's Louis Vuitton, Moet and Hennessy.
With the Ace of something?
With Ace of Spades.
Yes. I'm sorry.
But only thing I got against it is because we pride ourselves in just being black owned. I just feel like we should just continue that. I feel like if Jay-Z was really on some shit,
he should have kept it.
He should have been like, nah, we straight. We gonna do what we do over here.
It's always about getting back. But
it's about getting close. I feel him. I already know how Jay-Z moves, so I know if Dame would have did it, he would have been like, nah, we good.
Talking about now we good.
Hey, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be like Dame. I didn't want to be like Jay-Z. Jay-Z was always cold to me. I always wanted to be like Dame, though.
You see Dame with his kids now?
Oh, Dame, man. Only thing I got, like, I ain't gonna come at Dame because I love Dame, bro. Dame is like a huge mentor for me, but I just wish him and his son, I forgot his name. I ain't gonna say his name because I forgot it. But I just hope him and his oldest son can reconcile and get their beef together, bro. Because that's hard to watch him deal with his new son, but he still got another son that he loved, his first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why for me, like I got a girl and a boy, and it's hard for me to fathom having other kids because
it's gonna be some lacking somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want that at all. And it's not I want to have more kids, but that is my worst fear. Is that one of my first set tells me that, yo, when you had you know what I'm saying?
You stop fucking with
us. That's my worst fear.
I get it.
But on a lighter note, salute to Jay-Z for making that deal, man. And after he made that deal, he put $25 million in Bitcoin, bro.
That's ridiculous. And what did that do?
Nothing. I thought it was going to go up, but it went down. But I actually knew, like I made a prediction when I seen it as high as it was. I knew it wasn't going to get to 60. I'm like, this motherfucker probably going to go down. It did. But that's where trading comes in. That's what trading comes in. Even if you got money in Bitcoin, do not take your money out. Keep it in there. Chill out. It's just we just going through a time right now.
Talking about we going through a time right now.
That's it. Because I mean, if you had your money in Bitcoin for a decent amount of time, you didn't seen your profit anyway, so you're not worried about it. But after the Jay-Z move, you would have thought that it would have went up, but it went down. And a lot of big companies went down over the week. So
switch it. So back to the drugs. Do you think?
You don't need to do
how
drugs,
heavy?
man.
I do not. Never have. Never been interested.
Nixie
not my
does
thing.
Not do drugs.
Not my thing at all. So, but do you think? I feel like drugs are heavy in our culture right now. Do you think that has anything to do with the narrative changing in the black dating scene?
I mean, druggies fuck with druggies, and then you got the other guys. I mean, the other people that's sober. You know, they rock with each other.
I'm gonna say, before I got with my wife, I was dating a bunch of little floozies, right? And I had a really hard time because everybody did drugs.
Yeah.
So it's like I found myself not necessarily being a Lori Harvey. Because I never really publicized my dating.
I thought the only reason why Lori Harvey is probably publicized is because she's Lori Harvey.
Absolutely.
She's a gorgeous young woman.
And I know
all young women. I'm gonna say this. I salute to all young women that is doing what Lori Harvey is doing. See what you want. It is your right. If you look as good as Lori Harvey look, see what you want.
So if she's ugly, she can't?
No.
Well, let me not say ugly because that's me.
I'm kidding. Do what you want to do. It's a free world. I ain't gonna say nothing about the ugly.
No, but I think it's changed the dating scene because you find yourself, like back in the day, you found yourself having to subject yourself to certain different things and being okay with certain things. So like now, drug culture is so heavy. It's like, okay, all he does is smoke weed. Is that big? Is that big of a deal for me not to date him? Or all he does is pop pills. Or all she does is snort. Is that okay? And it's like
convert from saying no, I don't like niggas that smoke weed to messing around with a guy that smokes weed who's not even their type.
I know. And you know what?
Nigga.
But I want to know, like, where did that come from? So I've actually
stability, security.
So it was the exact opposite for me. I was dating a girl. She was very nice. I liked her, but she smokes. Is that I told her, I said, you can either stop smoking and date me, or keep smoking and we be friends. And she stopped smoking.
See, I already know what you know what I'm saying.
No, tell me what it's.
No, I'm not. I ain't gonna break it down. But in your realm of where you are, you're that person, so you don't necessarily need another motherfucker.
Oh, I
you already stated what you make. So
no, I didn't.
Like
your ass did.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No.
You said I made until $20 an hour.
First of all, I said that to you.
You're right. You're right. Edit this out.
I am going to edit it out, motherfucker.
Oops. It's Patreon shit. Anyway.
Oh my God, I hate you.
But anyway, we should keep that.
No.
Anyway. No, but what I'm saying is that, what am I saying? Shit.
Why women change their boundaries or what they like for stability.
You right. Yeah. That's just the shit.
But it's like you're exchanging
that's
what you thought you wanted for a dude that because he could take care of the bills or something like no.
That's what. But like I was saying, now I'm coming back to Greta. I'm slow, people. My brain is starting to work again. That's what I was saying though. You're not in that realm to need anyone to produce anything. You're in a position, like, low key, like, you're in a position of motherfuckers to sit around if they want to. If you wanted to live like that, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
To just stay home. You got to cook. You got to clean up. You got to do, you know what I'm saying? But you don't, we already established this episodes ago.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that when we're dealing with situations like that, we just got to be cautious. We just got to be cautious in who we're dealing with.
You think there's that, so women not rushing, but like changing what they want from men or in relationships and settling for that. Do you think that has anything to do with that time clock you keep mentioning that people have to be in married and committed relationships?
It's a time clock. Women go for stability. Men go for stability and looks. So for men, we will stay single longer than women because women settle quicker than men, in my opinion, from what I see. From what I see. Women settle quicker. Women go more for stability. They don't really care about looks. They will deal with a guy if he's aight. Mm-hmm. And if he make a certain amount of money and is willing to do X, Y, and Z, she rocking with it. And she would train herself to learn to love him.
Yep.
And if she has the opportunity, she will still cheat on that nigga. But that nigga will be so gone, he wouldn't even know. Real shit.
So I was on the phone talking to this guy, and he was picking up his child from her mother. And he said to her, she looked crazy and not to ever walk out the house like that because she is a reflection of them, even though they're not together anymore because they share a child. And she said, you look crazy too. He said, I'm a man. I'm supposed to look crazy. I'm trying to figure out, what does your gender have to do with the way you carry yourself in public? Why do you feel like because she's a woman that she has to be spruced up, and because you're the guy that it's okay for you to look dirty? Why can't you be spruced up too? So do women care more about looks than men? It seems like men care more about how women looks than they do.
They do. Like I said, women...
That's not even his woman anymore. He cared.
Women don't care about that shit. They care about your dick.
Wow.
And your pocket.
The D word.
Yeah. Excuse my language. That's another $1 for the cursing charge. Your dick and your pocket. And sometimes they don't even care about your dick.
Yes, that's
because they got toys.
I was gonna say that because
they don't care about your dick because they can go get a molded dick and go do some other shit. They go get that with little rolls. They get a little vibrator. They got all type of toys and shit they play with themselves, and you don't even know they in the bathroom. And you just think they in the bathroom. No, they playing with themselves.
Well, you think that they friend Cheryl's house just watching TV and Netflix and chilling, but the whole time she get bent over with that toy.
With Cheryl? Yeah.
Cheryl looks like
Nick's
Earl.
Open up a whole nother Pandora box. I'm just trying to keep it PG-13 with y'all.
The whole time you thinking your girl at her friend's house and they just drinking wine and hanging out the whole time.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, we ain't going down that. Hey, I'm not gonna fuck with you.
Cheryl is going to town on your girl. That's all I'm saying.
Nick's obviously speaking on the past experience. So obviously she's fucked one of y'all bitches.
Oh my God, a lot of them.
Man.
But I am a married woman now. Just saying.
It's fucked up, man.
Been there, done that. Had my fair share. But I don't know. I guess I care about looks. I do.
I do too.
That's why
I will stay single until I find the right person.
So we had a game night relationship. What is it? Relationship game night. When you're in a relationship, you come and you play games or whatever. And the question was something about.
I don't know why that come hit different tonight. It's late, ladies and gentlemen.
They asked something about
Very
me
late.
leaving what are the conditions I would leave my wife under or something like that. And I said something about her gaining a whole bunch of weight and losing herself.
You stated why you would leave your wife on this podcast.
Well, no, that's what in that game night, and people were like, "You care about the way she look?" Yes, I don't feel like you should just let yourself go. Like, why don't you care about how you look in the world? Why don't you care about? Yes, why don't you care about the way you look? Like, I'm not saying you can't be big and be pretty.
Hey, I was just looking at Lizzo today, bro. Man.
Cause I'm big
Lizzo
as
cold,
hell and cute.
I ain't gonna cap on y'all, G. As long as you big and you smell good, and we ain't talking about Knicks right now. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? She's axed out. She's not even here. If you smell good and you keep your shit together and you confident,
that's what I'm saying.
Going,
smelling good is a form of good manners in my opinion.
For real. You keep your feet done, your nails done, you smell good, and you got confidence, niggas going, Joe.
But when most of the time with women, they've been big though. But when you've been 120 pounds, and then you haven't had any kids, nothing's really happened, and then you just blow up to 350, walking around talking about, hey, you trying to go out to eat? No, let's go to the gym. Like, we're not going out to eat. We need to figure out what's happening here. So I care about looks. When people see my wife, she's a representation of me and how I feed her. And what I mean by that, I mean how I feed into her emotionally, spiritually, everything. She's a reflection.
On that. And that's why when people have judged me about my past decisions and relationships, this is why I'm at where I'm at, because I feel like I deserve what I deserve.
I feel that.
I know what I'm capable of. I know what I bring to the table. And I just feel like at this point in life, there's no need for me to settle. Used to I was scraping my car off the other day.
What?
Scraping? You gonna scrape? You ain't used to that struggle. Anyway, I was in a rush, people, and I was scraping the back of my window off. And I realized I ain't had company in a while. I realized that. I'm like, damn, like, nigga, you ain't had. Like, yeah.
That made you feel good?
It did, because it wasn't shit to me. It was like, it is what it is. Now, that don't mean, you know what I'm saying? But I just ain't had
that doesn't mean you haven't been having sex. We get it.
I didn't say that. You said
we know.
that.
We know. You implied it. I just said it.
I didn't say it. You did.
So since you are in this space, tell me, what is your love language?
My love language? Yep. All of them. Words of affirmation. Quality time.
Nigga, you been reading the book?
Acts of service. Physical touch and receiving gifts. I love it all.
What's your number one?
I'm needy.
Are you?
Needy ass.
At least you know you a Libra and you a male Libra.
No, I just think that it's a balance of these things that needs to be shown at certain times. And I think that certain people, their love language is different from other people's.
Absolutely.
So your love language may not be touch. Your love language may be acts of kindness. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny.
People don't understand that.
Because that was the hardest transition for my wife and I. Mm-hmm. It took us to go to therapy to figure that out. Yeah. Because we could not figure out why we weren't meshing.
And that's why.
So then we went and
it took this long.
I was like, the lady brought up love languages or whatever. My wife's love language is totally different than mine.
Right.
So how I feel love and receive love, she had to learn that.
Right.
And give me that, and I had to learn hers.
Right.
And vice versa, and still be able to accept each other's and for what it was, because hers is touch.
But, yeah.
She is so touchy-feely. I'd be like, girl, get the fuck off me. But that is her showing love.
That's why I'm at, like, it's just, I need certain shit at certain times. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I want to be lovey-dovey. Sometimes I need my space.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might need you to do something for a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think that everybody is like that.
I'm not. You don't ever.
What's your love language?
I don't ever have to be.
You gonna share your love language for
or anything for me to know.
You need a hug.
Not to feel loved.
You enjoy hugs.
I do not.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
I hugged you the other day and you liked it. You did.
Love language is not the same with friends. The fuck? Friends provide a different type of relationship than significant others. I've never been a hugger. I just recently started hugging.
Acts of service?
Yes.
Acts of service?
Yep.
I think, like I said, all of them.
You
That's why I
show me
tell
you love
people,
me by me.
I'm
by
like,
you
hey,
doing
G,
things
you
like
don't
that.
want to be with me, Joe. Like it look good on the surface, but I ain't. Nah, you can't handle it.
I'm a
you
can handle it.
Nigga.
I believe you.
I need a lot.
I believe you.
Like, just leave me alone.
Somebody just leave me alone. Yeah. Well, you can limit your needs.
No, I need it all. I need acts of service. I need some gifts.
But you got to understand
because
that
you know
that
why?
takes time.
You want to know why? Because and I get you, and I'm willing to wait for that. I'm not like
no. I'm talking about you have to build with her.
Right. This is all semantics for the podcast. But you want to know why? It's because I contribute all 5 of these. I'm great at acts of service. I'm great at physical touch. I'm great at giving gifts, and I'm great at words of affirmation. I can tell a person what to do, how to do it, and give them a boost of confidence to make them feel like can't nobody stop them. I can give them quality time, you know what I'm saying, without thinking about, damn, I wonder what Shorty doing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I can give them physical touch, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I ain't got to get into details. And
a lot of men lose their wives for that, though.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the quality time part.
I feel like I get good gifts.
The quality time part? Yeah. That's why women
because that's where that whole providing shit gets into it. The providing shit.
So if your wife tell you will not work that extra shift, bring your ass home, what you gonna do?
Oh, come on, baby. It's over with. If she tell me to come home, and unless it's a economic goal that I'm trying to reach.
What if it is?
I gotta then I'm staying at work. I'm sorry. But that's where being a man come in, because when I get home, she gonna be even more turned on, because I'm just about to, you know what I'm saying? Let her know.
You have energy after working 16 hours like that?
Gee, if a woman tell me not to work, and I still work, when I come home, it's over with.
You gotta you feel like you gotta do that?
Okay. Because her mind gonna wonder, if you go home and just go to sleep, you cook, bro. You gotta go home. You gotta put in that extra hour and a half, bro.
Oh man.
Extra 45. Yeah, it might take 45 minutes.
Since we talk about relationships, do you think it's an issue if you post your mate on social platforms?
I think that, man, certain people look at posting your mate in certain type of ways. If you post your mate, it could be a action of love, and you know what I'm saying, showing the people that this is who you're in a relationship with. Other people don't post because of privacy. They don't want to have another motherfucker coming to them, woman to woman. They don't want another motherfucker. They just don't want nobody in their business.
Yeah.
Like, I think that social media is used differently by different people. Some people post their relationships. Some people just post what they want to post. You know what I'm saying? And when you get relationship shit, that's when you get relationship shit. You know, and so that's why I think that lies. I really, like, my last relationship, I never posted her. She never posted me. Ever. We was together for like 2 years. You
know, it's so crazy because I see it on both sides. Like, my sister-in-law, her ass be posting her life away. She posts, but I'm glad she posts, because when she posts, she be finding out that these dudes don't really be who they say they are.
And then that's another thing. A lot of women don't want the embarrassment. They don't want to post them because they just don't want to. They just want to live in their fantasy world.
I was about to say, then they living in the fantasy world. That's weird.
Do you think that women are more? Do you think that men are looked down more for being single than women are now in this generation, in this particular time of society? I do,
because I feel like men being single it's like we know that, like, I feel like it's celebrated more. I feel like it's more acceptable for y'all to be single than women, because that's just the way it's always been.
I think that men now that are single over 30 are looked at as irresponsible and as damaged goods, and that the black woman over 30 that is single is celebrated and glorified. That's what I see on social media. The guys that nigga, if you my age and you ain't married or in a long-term joint, it's hard, man. It's hard. Hey, it's hard. If you ain't got a strong mind, it's hard.
Why?
Hit it. Is it hard out here, bro?
You don't even know how old he is. He could be 25.
How old are you, bro?
He is 25. That's why I said he can be 25.
He's like 8 years younger than me. Yeah, Hitty, you ain't in this lane, bro. Let's go ahead, engineer. I'm sorry.
I don't think so. I feel like it's all about what you're looking for. I feel like you gotta change what you're looking for, and that broadens your scope of things, or broadens the access of women for you, I guess. I don't know. But I feel like it's a good. If anybody, what I think it is I think it's everything else. It's everything else that comes with being over 30, because when you are over 30, you have to have a different mindset, you have to have a different level of responsibilities, and you probably have kids. So I think it's to the point now where men have a lot of kids by this time, and they have so many responsibilities, they have so many other things to do and take care of, they're not seen as desirable because you got too much shit going on.
But it's a lot of women, it's a lot of women with kids as well.
Mm-hmm.
That are still keeping the same price on the goods as they had prior to the 2 kids.
Oh, you can't tell her what.
I can't, but I'm just saying, Joe. That's a used car, baby. It's 2006. It's 2021.
If it's a Tesla, it's a Tesla.
Hey, no, you can't say that. No,
you hear me? If
Tesla.
It's a Tesla,
how long they been making? How long they been making Tesla?
I don't care.
We ain't talking about no Tesla. If it's we can't say if it's a Lexus, it's a Lexus.
Nah.
Let's go back.
Nah.
Let's take it down a step.
Nah, you could back. Okay, if it's a Jeep Wrangler, it's a Jeep Wrangler.
No, the Jeep Wrangler ain't just a legal. You gonna take a 96 Jeep Wrangler?
That ain't. You said you got 2 kids. You ain't say they had 10. You said 2.
You gonna take a 2006 Jeep Wrangler?
I don't.
A 2009 Jeep Wrangler?
I don't want the one I have.
Yeah, I know you don't.
So
exactly.
I'm just gonna give it back. But I'm just saying.
I think that
you buy those used cars and they still a lot of money.
Everybody need to meet each other halfway.
I'm not meeting nobody.
But I just believe that with all the information that's out there, like when men get married, like it's all for the women.
That's
like
because
that is a social. That is a contract for the woman. If you meet somebody with a bigger dick and a better job and better hair than me, you're gone, and I got to pay alimony and child support.
Why do you think that?
Because that is the game. That's how it goes. When it's over, and you got to pay. Especially if you plan on making some money in life. That's how it's gonna go.
So why don't you just sign prenups?
Women don't be signing prenups like that.
If you meet the right one. My wife had no problem doing one.
She signed a prenup?
No, I changed my mind. But she had absolutely no problem at all.
See?
And she had just as much to lose as me. And that way I was like, you leave what you came with and I leave with what I came with.
That's what I feel like. Nigga, you came with that couch, you leave with that couch.
And she was perfectly fine with that.
You so came with that bed, you leave with that bed. Exactly.
And
that's why I don't feel like I don't understand how women want to be in positions where a man is taking full care of them. Because once he says it's over, you cook.
Yep.
You smoke.
That's it.
You gotta go.
That's it. That's all. That's why I've always people say stuff about staying at home. My wife is no. I want her to be able to be her own person, provide for herself. Just anything can happen. I don't think you should ever be in a position to where somebody can tell you or control how much money you spend and what you eat and if you can cook today and if you don't have to cook. That's too much.
So you don't exude any of those traits?
What you mean? Could you be more specific?
I don't. You want me to?
Yes.
You want to let your wife buy a blanket?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She wanted to buy a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And then she switched it to a hoodie. Mm-hmm. And you told her no.
Yeah.
And then she went to some other shit, and I'm like, yeah, now you just tweaking, just trying to buy some shit, not just.
That's why I told her no. So that's why I let you elaborate, okay? The fuck? Go ahead, tell the story.
I was taking up for you, G, but now you just want to go buy some shit. She went from a hoodie to like a fucking like space heater or some shit.
My wife is an impulse buyer. She just likes to buy stuff. That's totally different.
That's the most semantics for the podcast. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
She didn't go to a space heater.
But I don't know. I just feel like for you to be sitting at home waiting on somebody,
she just wanted to buy some shit,
hand and foot, making sure the food is ready, making sure the house is clean, and it's like, okay, babe.
That's a team effort, man.
It is a team effort.
That's a team effort.
But you don't realize the situation that you're putting yourself in. I know somebody that happened to. She had 8 kids with this man. He was out working, whatever. Had a whole girlfriend, a whole nother baby. The baby and the lady came to the house on her. So she left him. Had to come live with her sister-in-law with all 8 of those kids and divorced them. And she ended up working at like Burger King. She was 40. Had been a stay-at-home mom for 12 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Got a little bit of alimony. It wasn't enough though. She worked at Burger King. So for her to put herself in that situation where she didn't go to school, she didn't educate herself, if she would have made herself more marketable, so if things happen, she could bounce back and been different. But she didn't. She was just like, all right, let me raise these kids, cook this peach cobbler, and chill. No.
Excuse me, people. I would hate for my wife to live a life. That's misery for anybody.
Absolutely.
That sounds like misery. I would hate for my wife to sit at home and cook and clean and take care of kids every day.
That's hard.
That is a team effort. That is very hard and very strenuous on the brain.
Mm-hmm.
What tip of skill this week?
I don't like being in social settings and people. What? I can't even get it out.
I'm sorry. I feel the same way.
And people are forcing me to be in their pictures. Like, and they do stuff like this. Hey, look at us. I hate that. That bothers me.
Who did that?
A friend. Do not put me in your video on Snapchat, Instagram, nothing. You need to ask my permission. Because how do you know I want people to know that I'm here? I hate that. Really bothers me. Okay. I think that's an invasion of privacy and space. But yeah, that's about it.
What took my skill this week is I'm pretty sure I probably talked about this on the podcast before. It is when black women critique black men on how they raise their son. And I'm going to say this as politely as I possibly can. I could take feedback, but when you are telling a black man to take it easy on a black boy, you're hindering him. Because a lot of black single women raise boys, and then they are upset with the outcome. And then you have a black man trying to raise a black boy. You're telling him to take it easy on him. He's just a baby. He's not a baby anymore. Mm-hmm. Let these black men raise their black boys. They know what they're up against. Let the black man do what he needs to do. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be cute. It's not going to be nice. Maybe a little toxic. But let that black man raise his child. Only a man can raise a man. A woman cannot raise a man, and as much as they try, they cannot. And this is not taking no notch. This is not taking anything away from single black mothers. I salute y'all. I love y'all. But when you see a black man disciplining and chastising his son, know that it's coming from a good place, and that black man understands what he's doing because he has lived through a lot of the craziness and a lot of the bullshit that young boy is possibly going to have to go through, and he's teaching him the proper way to do things, and that's what took my skill today. Well, black women just always I love black women. I love them to death. But when it comes to, I know you do. But when it comes to men raising their kids, I always see that they have an issue with how they do it. And again, men are not the perfect, nurturers. But when it comes to chastising these boys, let us do our thing, man. Like y'all can't. Y'all job is to nurture, but when we chastise, let us chastise.
Well, you're a real father.
We're teaching them the way of life.
But my kids don't have real fathers.
Oh man, well.
But you are a real father, so I will respect that coming from a real father. A man that my kid sees 2 times a year, he does not have those feelings. He does. He just can't.
Any father, I feel like all fathers press their sons, man, because you see something in them and you just want them to be better than you and you want them to progress in life. And I think a lot of black women don't understand the passion men have when dealing with their sons. It's different from dealing with their daughters. Your men are way more passive and understanding with their daughters. When it comes to their son, though, they're not playing no games with them because they see a reflection of themselves in them. And they want them to replicate that in some type of way.
Projection. We're going to have to start the next podcast with that. Thank y'all for joining us. We see y'all next week.
Top